met Joe when I was 17. He was dark, rich, smooth, and hot. And I fell in love. But life with Joe was not what my Hungarian immigrant parents had wanted for me, nor was it what I wanted for myself. I was at the UW studying to be a counselor for at-risk youth, but life with Joe was thrilling in my 20s and has allowed me to live my values in my 50s. I am a first-generation American. In 1948, my parents fled with 2 young children, leaving their family and all their possessions behind. In 1952, they settled in Ballard, not the hip place it is now, but a great place to grow up. Both my parents worked 2 jobs while studying for their citizenship and passing their values on to us. I spoke only German until kindergarten. To earn money for college, I got a job at a small coffee, tea, and ice cream shop at Pier 70 called the Wet Whisker, which would eventually become Seattle's best coffee. In 1979, good coffee was new to Seattle. I bought one of the earliest espresso machines and was one of only 2 women roasting coffee. I sold coffee to the restaurants and hotels in downtown Seattle, and the challenge for us in Starbucks at the time was to convince the buyer that the quality was worth the extra cost. We were a huge success and soon sending coffee across the country. Governor Booth Gardner asked us to take an espresso cart to Washington, D.C. for the governor's convention. Our slogan, "It's pouring in Seattle." But 15 years in, I felt like I'd helped create a monster. I was hiring people with master's degrees to deliver. I was talking to gas station managers in the middle of Kansas who had no appreciation for the quality, only the buzz around its name. I was sitting behind a desk, hardly touching the product I loved. I knew it was time for me to go. So my husband Gary had started an espresso cart at the Mukilteo Ferry and was buying coffee from me. He actually thought he would get a discount when we started dating. But he's been paying for it ever since. So we started to grow Mukilteo coffee, but we desperately wanted a family. At 37, I got pregnant with our first son, and so we sold our 2 cafes in Mukilteo and Everett to have more time to be with him and raise him on Whidbey. At 41, we had our second son. They are exactly what I prayed for, healthy and active. We moved our business to Whidbey to create a company with the values we believe in, greeting our customers with a smile, treating our employees with respect, consistently keeping the integrity of our product, having fun constantly. Relationships mean everything to me. The original owner of SBC Coffee has helped us connect with the farmers that I worked with over 30 years ago in Central America. We buy farm direct coffee and know firsthand their sustainable practices and the programs they've set up for their staff. They provide nice homes, good schools, water systems, and health care. Many don't get visitors and few know where their coffee goes. We have one farmer in Guatemala that actually watches our coffee from the tree to the port. I have never heard of such detail. For over 20 years, we've worked with a company in China, an amazing experience for a girl born in Ballard. The company that we work with, a competitor to Starbucks, has over 350 beautiful cafes. When I visit China, I hardly get to sleep because they are so eager to learn and care so much. Their managers have visited Whidbey and love it. They have become family in Hong Kong, a second home. We were able to have community here on Whidbey by buying locally from great farms on this island, as well as hosting concerts to keep in touch with great musicians. Coffee has given me an amazing life, and I know I am doing exactly what I was meant to do. I never take it for granted. I'm still challenged by it and learn every day. But my 20s, 30s, and 40s were a blur. I wasn't very good at creating balance in my life, and it's still a struggle. But the family values that I learned as a child have only gotten richer with age, like a good dark roast. This is a picture of my sister Maggie and my mom and I. They have made me who I am and are my greatest warriors. Maggie lost her battle with cancer 2 years ago, and my mom has had Alzheimer's for over 7 years. I lose a little of her every day. So now I'm 51. I'm hoping Joe and I can take our relationship to the next level because I know that sharing a cup of Joe with people I care about around the world has taught me what is most important, the simple things. treat others with respect, be genuinely positive, live in the moment because you don't get it back, smile because it's contagious, compliment sincerely, and appreciate everything, especially those little things. But here's the thing, I am a worrier, and it's those little things that bug me. So I love this saying. Don't sweat the petty things, pet the sweaty things. Thank you.